just a moment. No, Henry. Tell Cox that the deal is off. I don't want our company associated with that kind of technology. It isn't about the ethics, it's about the optics. Do you realize how bad our company would look if one of those things goes berserk in the street while we were credited as a co-sponsor? No buts. We won't be providing our technology for... Henry, I'll call you back. Oh, and Merry Christmas. Tell your daughter I said hello. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I have no time for caroling or charity this evening. I'm very busy, so if you'll just be off. Oh, you're the comfort companion I hired. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't assumed you would look so haggard. If that really is your best suit, I have to say your company isn't doing a very good job of making its employees look presentable. No, I hired you for the night, and I expect you to honor that commitment. I'll file a complaint with your employer in the morning. For now, just come inside. You can wash off in the guest bathroom, and there will be a change of clothes in the closet. Meet me in the living room once you're done. Good. It seems you know how to express gratitude properly, despite your abhorrent outfit. Come along. Wipe your shoes on the welcome mat. The floor is marble. I won't have you tracking snow or mud on it. You don't need to stare. It's only a mansion. Regrettably, the chandelier is only 95% pure gold. The guest room is on the first floor on the right. Just down that hallway. I had my maid come in and clean it earlier this morning. Oh, she is a loyal one. When I told her to come in or be fired, she ran right from her sick husband's bedside to clean this place top to bottom. I suppose I should reward her for that loyalty. What is it someone like her would enjoy? I'll decide later. I have more important matters to attend to now. Let me know when you're done changing. You are to wear the black outfit on the end, green and red highlights. I'll be in the living room. Straight down the hall from the entrance. Just back the way you came. My, you certainly look ravishing, lamb chop. I must say, you clean up nicely. I hope you like the decor of the living room. I don't much care for Christmas myself, but my visitors love the season, and a happy visitor makes business a lot easier. Yes, lamb chop. That's what I'll be calling you for the evening. Per the terms of the contract, I'm allowed to call you a nickname of my choosing, and I've chosen Lamb Chop. I think it's a perfect name for a relationship experience. Wouldn't you agree? Good. We have an understanding. Now come sit with me on the couch. Well, don't be shy. I paid for a romantic evening and I expect to get what I paid for. Wonderful. Now just wrap your arms around my waist. Just like that. Is this what cuddling feels like? It's nice. Like a gentle warmth coursing through my body. Down to the bone. No, I never had a romantic partner before. I was so focused on learning everything I needed to know to run my parents' company. They made sure I didn't waste my time on anything trivial. I'm only doing this to sate my own curiosity. Let's see, what was it the book wanted me to do again? Oh, right. Tell me about your day. But don't babble. I hate it when people waste my time with meaningless chatter. I see. So you were called into work last minute after a more experienced employee had to call out for a family emergency. How irresponsible of them. You should never cancel an appointment. When my mother was on her deathbed, I refused to forsake an investor meeting, and so she died alone, while I secured the investment for our company. If I can't do it, I don't understand why others can't. Slackers. All of them. Thank you for the well wishes, but it's fine. It's what my mother would have wanted. As she always said, business comes before trivial affairs like birthdays or funerals. I heard that every year before my birthday, and I'm glad she put such ridiculous notions out of my mind. I suppose you would have a different perspective from mine, but even so, you made a commitment to be here, and you arrived. That's the kind of dedication I like in a person. Lamb chop. Someone who makes a promise and sticks to it. No matter what. Oh? You overheard my phone call earlier. I wouldn't say I'm breaking a promise. My company and Cox's had a tentative argument. Or agreement. Would sure love to argue with that guy. With both of us having the right to pull out should something go wrong. He'd have done the same in my position, I'm sure. Besides, I'm still going through the process of formally canceling the deal, which means it's not hypocritical at all. Lamb chop. So that's what my former secretary would call a boop. Yes, I see why they enjoy doing it with their spouse so much. Oh, well, I fired them for spending too much time with their partner instead of being at the office. I didn't understand the appeal, to be honest. It's part of why I paid for this experience. With everyone calling off on Christmas to spend time with their loved ones, I needed to know why. What could one possibly get out of a relationship compared to running a successful business? Although, I admit, I'm starting to understand. You seem and feel really nice. Like a warm, fleshy blanket. And talking with you felt... I don't know how to describe it. It was like my guard was down and I could just relax. I just want to stay here while the fire roars and I sink into your embrace. So don't even think of letting me go, alright? I want to snuggle all night long. Yes, all night long. I've decided I like this, and I want to extend our evening into the morning. I don't want anything extra intimate. Not tonight. I just want to hold you in my arms until Christmas Day. Is that a problem? You seem concerned. Is it because I only paid for midnight this evening? No need to worry about that, just let me pull up your PayPal and... I trust that should be sufficient. Off the record, so your employer won't collect a proportional fee. I multiplied the hourly fee to measure up till 9 a.m. tomorrow. I even threw in a small bonus just to be nice. I had one of my associates dig up your personal information while you were changing and showering Lamb Chop. Since your name was listed on the companion app, finding your PayPal was a trivial matter for them. Well, of course. Partners are supposed to know everything about each other, right? I figured it would be more authentic of an experience if I had the relevant information beforehand. I can forgive you for coming unprepared, but you'll be learning all about me while we cuddle. Though, I must admit, you've certainly lived a very busy life. Fired from your last 3 jobs for insubordination, rent past due, your family's medical bills piling up. I'm almost impressed with the life you've lived. Yes, impressed. Usually the employees who come to me begging for some time off have 1 or 2 sob stories like that, but here you have a dozen rolled into one. It's little wonder you arrived looking so haggard earlier. You must have rushed over from another job. There they are. It'll get better. So long as you keep working hard, something good will come along and wipe away your trouble like snow off the ground. Maybe it'll be a Christmas miracle. Condescending? Nonsense! I was just petting your head and offering support. That's what couples are supposed to do for each other, according to the book. You listen to each other, cuddle, and offer supportive words to one another. That's what a romantic relationship is, right? Good on you for bowing your head and apologizing, Lamb Chop. Seems your past experiences have taught you proper manners. I suppose that's one positive of a life built on hardship. Society is built on a social hierarchy, my dear. There are those at the top who rule, and those who serve the ones at the top. In exchange, the rulers pay those at the bottom for their service. That's one of the first things I learned from my parents growing up. My siblings and I were all competing for the one who would inherit the business. After I won, the failures were sent to stay with the branches' families, because they no longer fit in the hierarchy. There was just me, working to become the person worthy of my family's legacy. And for the longest time, that was enough. I had my family's approval, a bank account, a successful company, everything my mother said I needed to be happy. And yet, I've had this feeling in my chest, like a hollow pain that just wouldn't go away. It had always seemed to flare up when I saw people together, happily in love. Yes, that's why I hired you. Or rather, paid your employer to send you here. Like I said, I wanted to understand. Why were they happy? Despite their lower income and status. What was it that made them smile in a way I couldn't? I read all the books. Watched my employees call out to spend time with their families. That feeling grew stronger. But I couldn't figure out what it was. Hence, this romantic rendezvous. That's why I chose tonight. Christmas Eve to hire you. I may see a Christmas as a waste of time, but I know that it's a day to spend with loved ones, and so I decided to try and form a relationship on Christmas Eve to better understand the excitement for the season. Yes, I'd say it's been a successful experiment. The feeling of your hands around my waist, your head pressed into my neck, the softness of your voice, and the way my heart races when you stare at me with those eyes of yours. Even when you speak up and question me, I feel heard, appreciated. The hole in my chest is growing smaller and weaker. Still, the books didn't really do a good job of capturing the best parts of a relationship. Control. Holding someone in your arms like a newborn child, vulnerable and needy. A gentle word able to lift their spirits, filling someone with unbridled joy, knowing that I hold a heart in my hands. It's intoxicating. Oh, don't sound so shocked, Lamb Chop. Why deny it when you've been playing along? You understand your role, and you've played it well. I am your better, financially, career-wise. You know that I hold power over you. And you accept that. In fact, on the floor. Now. You heard me. On the floor. Now. Oh, very well. If you're going to be difficult, I'll play along. This is the bill for your father's hospital stay, right? If you get on the floor right now, we'll cover it, tax included. All you need to do is curl up on the floor like a good little pet. Now, is that so hard, Lamb Chop? This is how a relationship works. Two people dancing on an intimate power dynamic. In this case, I'm exerting power over you like an owner and a dog. In fact, you look almost like a pet now, Lamb Chop. Curled up on the floor, resting by my legs, quietly accepting my authority. I could get used to this. Yes, I sent the money. Your father's hospital stay is clear. Relax, Lamb Chop. Now come back on the sofa, will you? As fun as it is to see you lay down, I'd like you by my side again. There we are. Ah. I actually think this feels better. I haven't had a real hug since. Honestly, I can't remember. Maybe back on my 7th birthday? I don't know if I can give it up. Wait. Why should I give it up when I can just keep you for myself? No, I'm quite serious. I don't want to give you this up. So I'm choosing to make you my lover. You'll agree, won't you? It's been such a wonderful evening, and your acceptance would be a perfect Christmas present to me. Because of my status, you'll need to reinvent yourself. My rivals and associates would bury me if they knew I took a common worker as my lover. No offense to you, of course, just your position and lifestyle. Romantic chemistry? What does that have to do with anything? I like you. I like the way you make me feel, and I want to keep feeling that way. I have power over you, so being in a relationship is obvious, is it not? Well, of course I'd keep paying you. As my lover, I would set aside an account for you, so as long as you do your job and obey me, whatever the book didn't teach me about dating, I'll learn from you. In fact, we can count that as one of your responsibilities. Well, you would never see your family again, obviously. After all, a new identity means you'd have to have never known them. Any possible association would give you my rival's clue that you aren't really the wealthy socialite we say you are. It's a sacrifice, but one I'm willing to make for you. Don't fuss, lamb chop. It's quite uncouth, and I don't appreciate you talking to me that way. Remember, I am your lover now, so you should respect my authority as such. Is that understood? I see you're still not convinced. Very well. I'll be sure to transfer this amount to your family every month, so long as you stay by my side and do as you're told. Conversely, if you walk away, I'll leave you an unflattering review with your employer. The type that could bury your chances of getting another gig. Who knows? Maybe somebody in my company could tip off the police about your late rent payments. Not me, of course, but a concerned citizen under my employee. After I just so happened to mention you to them in a conversation. I see the look in your eyes, and I love it, lamb chop. You understand your position now, like a little lamb under my watchful eye, capable of enjoying the privilege of my affection or the suffering of my wrath. Can I take it to mean you say yes? Wonderful. I knew you would understand. I'll text Henry and have him start with creating a new identity for you, and I'll have the bank set up a monthly stipend for your former family. Oh, and I'll be rushing some delivery items for you tomorrow morning. It will be Christmas, so we should be unboxing gifts from one another. I'll handle it this year, but I expect you to pick up something fitting for next year. I know it's a little early, but I think we can do it now. Follow me, lamb chop. Let's commemorate our relationship with a little something under the mistletoe. Cheer up, my dear lamb chop. This is the start of our new life. With you by my side, I'll never feel that nasty hole in my chest again. Merry Christmas, my love.